So, I think the past 10 years, we have built a few thousand systems ourselves, where जो भी हमने बनाया was consumed in our systems. And I mean, there was one point where we know कि this is the expertise that we have, and these are the things that you should not do in order to have a properly working system. At that point, I think at some point we had a discussion. I think I had a word with Daksh. It's like, can we put something like this together? People are using imported hardware. Can we provide something that is made in India, that is made by us? And that is how it started. I mean, the other thought was कि our own team might not be as critical of our own hardware. And किसी और के हाथ में जाएगा तो शायद they'll tell us what is not working. I think after 1 year, we are quite confident that what we have put together is good enough. Is good enough for the domestic and the international market. And going forward, that is what we want to do. Make something in India that serves India and the world.
So it taught us a lot of things there. The first and the foremost is actually making and selling hardware is hard. It's not an easy job, like probably much harder than, so India has been almost, if you look at our export or in terms of, we are exporting a lot of IT, we are exporting a lot of software, but you would rarely find some, global hardware company out of India. And that's partly because it's really tough, it's a tough job. And we are also playing on the forefront that we want to make a better, like in terms of drone components, India is highly reliant on imported products. Like you would, probably 5 years back, there was no Indian company making any drone products. So our goal has been to make a better product at a better price point, at a better customer support. So trying to encapsulate everything in that product so that nobody wants to even look at an imported product, let's say. If any Indian wants to build a drone, they should, without even a second thought, should always naturally feel like, oh, I'm going to buy a made in India product. And once that confidence develops, it's going to actually, percolate to the entire globe, if you think about it. If our systems are really robust, then other countries would have confidence in our systems. Then they would start thinking, okay, if I want to build a drone, I would buy an Indian subsystem.
I mean, one is we realize that when you have a certain level of understanding in terms of design, how do you put something together, you become resilient in that manner, that you can now make changes to your design and have this thing functional. That is one. The other is now we can predict what is the kind of demand we will see in the next quarter and the quarter coming after that. So we can plan accordingly and stockpile a few of the critical parts. That's how we operate.
No, absolutely, I agree. And see, this has actually a two-way problem. So firstly, due to the geopolitical situation, you can imagine, let's say if we are import reliant, there's a supply chain issue for all the drone ecosystem in India. And essentially that's the biggest reason we wanted to enter into this category, because we do not want Indians to face this issue. But at the same time, we are also facing a lot of challenges because, like you said, certain parts are not available, prices for certain parts would just skyrocket. So that is something I would say we are actually doing along with the business, doing a noble job that we are trying to sort of hedge against this geopolitical situation and actually provide a healthy inventory and a comfortable supply to all our vendors and all our customers. So essentially the part is the first year we were trying to actually launch the products, get the customer feedback, then iterate on those feedback so that make our product as robust as possible. And this year it's all about scaling it up to actually reach parts of the country where we haven't reached before, reach parts of the globe where we haven't reached before. And essentially this is what this year is going to be about.
नेक्स्ट चैप्टर जो भी होगा, लाइक मेरी जितने भी एक्सपीरियंस है ड्रोन्स को लेकर, वही लाइक जो बॉटलैब है, मैं बॉटलैब को काफ़ी टाइम से भी फॉलो करता हूँ, ठीक है. तो मेजरली जो एक्सपीरियंस अपना रहा है ना, वो चिप डिज़ाइनिंग और पीसीबी डिज़ाइनिंग का रहा है. पीसीबी डिज़ाइनिंग को लेकर ही हमने ड्रोन्स बनाने शुरू करे हैं और मेजरली हम स्वाम सिस्टम्स पे, ड्रोन लाइट शो पे ज़्यादा फोकस करते हैं. हम मेजरली जहाँ पे मेरे को फील आता है, हम लोगों को मेजर कंपोनेंट साइड पे एंड लाइट शो साइड पे ही स्केलेबल करना चाहिए चीज़ों को.